Alright, welcome back to part 3 of my Ragnvaldr playthrough of Fear and Hunger. Last we left off, we made it to Mahab and died a hilarious death, to say the least, at the cost of my curiosity. However, this time will be a bit different. Instead of going back to Mahab, I want to go to a different area. So, first off, we left to go back to the Sylvian ritual to get our mind back up, or not mind, our body back up, and more affinity with Sylvian. So let's do that, and hope that I don't fail the coin flip, because that would be a great way to start the video. Okay, thank God. Okay, now that's all set. Trees and plants here left. Hounds are hot on your trail. Let's just go straight for the torso, to be honest with you. I know hounds are pretty weak, so... That's all settled. The cloth fragment, and then cure the infection with the green herb. Let's do that. Okay. There's a thing here. Investigate. It's a thing. It looks like an anthill, but there are no ants. Let's listen. A faint echo can be heard resonating from the inside. It feels warm inside. The hole goes beyond your reach. Okay. A different, interesting tree, to say the least. The Thicket. Thick cover of vines muffles all sounds. It's hard to believe that this could have all been naturally formed. Oh my God. My heart, I can't take this game sometimes. Scares the ever-living hell out. Oh. Okay, let's push that through. Another one. Seriously. The mumbler is doing a dance-like movement. Let's try running. If I could run, that would be really nice. Oh, I didn't read that. Apparently, someone has been here and left an urn. Worm juice. A dead person is tightly embraced by the growth. You feel the walls of vines pulsate a little bit. Oh, we gotta feed, Darce. Pro maneuvers right there. Oh, damn, I got lucky. Actually, I just kind of guessed that. Oh. There's something shining here. You find a soul stone. There's an Eastern-style sword here. The sword gives you ominous vibes. The sword seems delicate and sharp, and you feel an ominous aura emanating from the blade. You pull the Eastern sword from the ground. Immediately, you feel a presence following you. The specter points its sword at you. At least I was guarding, Jesus. And it's all I really can do. There we go. You managed to defeat the specter that was after your sword. Like distant winds carried from the faraway lands, you hear whispers. Finish my task, O worthy. The Eastern sword was purified. The engraving on the hilt becomes clearer to you now. The Eastern sword is purified, and it reveals its true name to you, the Black Steel of the East. A delicate sword from the Far East. It is very sharp but fragile. Its shape is prone to critical hits. Deeper thicket. The air is very damp here, and it is not easy to breathe. Your ankle feels a bit hurt from the fall. A mysterious growth is pushing through the ceiling. The vines are slowly pulsating. It's almost as if this plant is absorbing life from somewhere. The mysterious organ is pulsating steadily. You cannot quite tell what this organ is, but there are veins coming from it and burrowing underground. And it seems like it's connected to something bigger. Okay. Yeah, so that was pretty much the same thing as the last one. Okay, so we now know that there's another one there. Soul Stone. Now, Now, how do we get out of here? That is the question I must raise. Oh, he's right in front of me, that's why, okay. I'm very lost. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to get out of here. Maybe there's another thing I have to step on. I don't have to fight these things. I'd rather not, just out of principle. I don't want to have to waste resources if I can avoid doing that. Okay, so that's the narrow hallway. And I don't think there's anything there. This is just the loop around that goes back to the... Okay, so yeah, we might have to go back. I don't know what that was all about, but... Huh. I've never seen that before. Am I missing something? I'm a bit curious as to whether I'm supposed to go, because I'm kind of lost. Oh, another glitch. I don't... That was weird. Is there like a hidden wall here? No. Out of here. I'm so lost. Oh, I don't want to fight that. I don't know what that is. I don't want to fight that. I'm safe and sound right here. Is there a hole that I missed? Oh, there is. Oh, ew, what is that? The pathetic, bulky creature before you seems to struggle just to breathe. Ah, wheeze. We delved too deep. Oh, okay. Clearly they did. I mean, I don't know what the hell that is, and I'd rather not know. Oh, so this brings us back here. So there's 2 organs that we've cut now. Alright, so we have a bottle of whiskey, ale. I still want to get my hands on the healing spell. But honestly, now that I think about it, I would have to go through that entire mines area again just to do that. And to be honest, I'm not in the mood for that at all. Okay, we already did this. Let's go through Mahab again. Let's take a right this time and see what we have going on in here. Oh, what is that? I cannot see shit. I'm gonna have to craft more. I have craft 2. I don't even want to know what that thing is. That thing is grotesque. Oh. I don't want to deal with getting infections, so if I can avoid that, that would be very lovely. Aw, shit. Oh, I can avoid it. Good. An ancient statue of great proportions. The statues seem to depict ancient kings judging from their head ornaments. Attack the door. Oh, I don't want to get attacked by them. Attack the door again. We got it, we got it. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna have to fight this one. Wait, I have an idea. Yes, it worked. Perfect, so that might make it easier to kill him. Yes, let's go. Get the head. Oh, come on. Are you serious? The thing lost its head. Okay, I thought that would work, but I guess not. Well, I'm a bit screwed. If I can't get my hand on a cure for that soon, I'm kind of screwed. Goddamn infections. Not to mention the fact that, I'm kind of out of green herbs, which does not make this any easier. I'm gonna have to hope I loot one, just out of pure luck. Otherwise, it's back to square one. I can't afford to lose another arm. How can something remain like this from the world? Tell me about it. I'm getting dizzy just seeing this place. I didn't realize what I got myself into when I stepped down to this darkness. These ruins give me terrible feelings. If something like this was still waiting for us, what else is there yet to come? Hey, take it easy, Dollface. I'm looking after you. Hope that comforts even a little. That is some airball level sign right there, man. I hope that I'm able to cure my arm. It would suck to not have arms. Please, green herb. I'll do anything to get a green herb. I don't remember how long it exactly lasts before you die to the infection, so I gotta be quick about this. Or I could just risk it and cut the arm off, but I don't know how much of a great idea that would be. Damn, these people are insanely fat. I just remembered, if I become a marriage, I could get an arm back, but that would kind of defeat the whole purpose of this run, as I want to play as Ragnvaldr. I'm not gonna lie, I would hate to have to redo that Thicket part. No! Alright. Great, I love this game with a burning passion. This game makes me very happy, if you couldn't tell. Oh, man. Great, can't wait to redo all of that. I'm just gonna speedrun it at that point. almost wonder if I can run from the dogs. I don't know if that's possible, considering, I mean, they're dogs, but I wonder if I could. Oh my god, what? That is life-changing. If I can just avoid them, that would be fantastic. Oh, wow. Okay. I just completely avoided having to risk an infection again. That sound effect only scares me because of how loud it is. I keep forgetting to turn down the like sound effect volume in this game, and it is so loud. I think I might actually have to fight this. I'm not in a very welcoming spot when it comes to running away from an enemy. Oh man, there we go. I'm literally standing on it. Oh, great. Kahara lost a piece of his soul. Excuse me? He lost a piece of his... What does that mean? I hope that doesn't mean anything bad. That would be god-awful. You get poisoned from eating those? Mend injuries. Do I have any magical items I could use? No. I'm just gonna guard. Oh, that only hit twice? I should only have to do that one more time. Alright, so we're good. Take the sword. Also, down some ale. And equip the sword. You can take the axe. Come on, let me run, let me run, let me run. Yes. Deeper thicket. Let's get this section over with. Soulstone, don't forget that. Leave me alone. Okay, that's the second one. Do I have any books of enlightenment? I don't. Okay. I still have also yet to figure out what this status effect is. Wait, that thing isn't... It isn't there now. Wow. Let's try this again, and this time let's hope that I don't get an infection. Sucks being only at one green herb. Makes this a lot easier if I didn't have to risk it. Red vial. How much do I have in terms of like smoking equipment? So I have opium at 6 and tobacco at 2. So how is it looking? They're all looking kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie. Can just skip this dialogue. We already read it like twice now, 'cause I'm terrible at this game and I keep dying. Thanks, game. Suicide is always an option. How encouraging. This game has like secret embedded messaging that like encourages alcoholism. Damn, absolutely nothing. Nothing of interest. Oh shit. I don't know what I just did, but there we go. There we go. This goofy headset. I hope that didn't ruin a bit of the recording. I'm sorry about that if it did. This theme is so, like, creepy, I'm not gonna lie. This is the guy that sells stuff. What does a sorcerer's stone do? Let's buy the sorcerer's stone. Restores mind during encounters. Yeah, we've already read all that too. Kahara's eyes are darting around in paranoia. He seems to be losing it. Ring of Wraiths. This brings you to that center. 2 white vials. What do those do? Gains your senses. didn't mean to do that. Man, I swear, I have had like the worst luck when it comes to coin flips on this run. I swear. Where does this go? I forget. I honestly don't know how people can play this game on the harder difficulties. Playing the default difficulty alone is, like, already challenging. To me, anyway. I don't know if it's the same for other people, but to me, this game on its own is already, like, incredibly, like, hard. Let's try and save. Yes, we secured a save. That is just dandy. I'm gonna have Kahara. Oh, damn, we all gotta smoke. Shit. Opium. Kahara's gonna smoke some opium. And I'm just gonna feed the rest of us ale. Glad these things are not very fast. Oil, okay. Empty scroll. I need to learn how to use those. I heard you can just write, like, things on them and then you'll get an item, but I don't know exactly which codes or things would work on that. Pit of Enlightenment. You feel surprisingly at peace here. There's an ancient text written here that you cannot understand. Pray here anyway. Oh. You are greeted with towering figurines. They are sitting idle next to a huge dining table. You get an ominous vibe from them. But at the same time, there is a peaceful and still atmosphere filling the air. Welcome. You have earned 3 questions. Use them wisely. Ask anything you want to. What subject do you want to know more about? I think that's how you spell his name. Nasra, the previous new god who held the libraries as his own after the Great Battle. How Battle felt for the pathetic tricks Nasra pulled against him is a complete mystery to us. Nasra was not content with what we have here. What miserable worm. The old fool. His mind was weak, his body was weak, and most of all, he couldn't hold his own against the pressure this place has on people. Without reason, he used to sodomize everyone who stood in his way. That is how he decided to spend his days instead of true godhood we have here. Enough! That's more than enough, you filthy maggots. That is how I gave up the pathetic golden crown of the new gods. Are you kidding me? Maggots swimming in their own vomit. Nasra spits on the ground aggressively. You are still alive somewhat, Nasra the half-man. Nasra the half-man from the east? Better half than crisp. So this is what a burnt god smells like. Disgusting. Everything about your miserable existence reeks rotten. Nasra spits on the crisp body of the new god. You got a Book of Enlightenment. Oh. That was very lovely. Thank you, Nasra. This is the area. Below the Temple of Torment lies my old laboratory, although these alleys look a bit different from my time. We might have to find an alternative path down there. Let's look for a way down. Is it even possible to get a green herb from a box? I'm starting to think it's not. Okay, so there's another one of those Cube of the Depths things. I don't really know what they're called. Small key. Pipe. Another thing I want to mention, if it hasn't become obvious, the frame rate in Mahab is terrible. That's why when I post this video, the gameplay might look choppy at times. And that is, RPG Maker limitations and coding for you. There is a creature hanging on the chains here. No reaction. That is a grotesque looking thing. I do not want to know what that is. Six silver coins. Explosive blue bile. I hope there's another hexen that I can eventually get to. A stench of death and gore fills the damp air. There's a pit of torment here. It reeks of death and dried blood. Oh shit, I should probably eat. rusty scissors that are a little hard to use but can cause massive damage. Requires 2 hands to use. Ceiling waiting for a sacrifice. No. I do not want to sacrifice any of my people. Shit. I seriously do not have luck with those coin flips. Seem as of right now we have any thing to do there. Okay, so that's just a loop around. A statue of an eerie being. You're not sure if it's human or not. You hear a slight hum as you look at the depth of its eyes. Studies of Sylvian 1. Sylvian is the goddess of love, lust, and creation. She created men and women at the dawn of time. From the very first moments, she loved her children greatly. Over time, though, her love blossomed into a more obsessive form, and she would try to guide her children more and more. When she realized her children would never be able to return the same amount of affection back to her, her love took a more twisted form. Sylvian would shape mankind more to her liking, and more into her own image, with her gift to people, the love magic, otherwise known as the flower magic. For a brief moment in ancient history, mankind fell into a craze of fleshly delights, as a synchronized mass sea of naked people in a city of Quietus would pulsate and waste their days. There are still cults dedicated to Sylvian to this day, but many believe she left mankind behind a long time ago. There is a row of eerie figurines set here for varying poses. There also seems to be a mechanism connected. I'm just gonna press them all randomly and see what happens. Might be able to find like a way to solve that later on, but for now I don't know if we're meant to do that yet. Natural Doctrine Part 1. Book recounting the studies around the creation of life. The book is written by the new god Valtiel. These are my studies over the subject of creation and artificial life forms. Such ability transcends humanity and the limit mankind has set to itself. During my time as a man, walking amidst people, such studies were frowned upon. The other scholars would bring such topics as morality and ethics to the table. But I believe this to be the final pillar we must overcome in order to ascend to the true god status, to be equals with the older gods, or even more. The older gods have shown talent for creation of life since the beginning of times. The animated clay figurines that inhabit Mahab are a perfect example of this. They are just golems created for physical work. Without rest, they carry on their duties. The older gods would then create life for different purposes whenever necessary. All this, I believe, eventually led to the ultimate life form, the human being. This is the aim of my studies as well, as I believe I understand enough to be able to achieve this. I must achieve this, to be truly self-sufficient, independent of the grand scheme of things. This is the key to natural progression, where the man finally overcomes its creators. Valtiel. Of love letters written by the storied hero Ron Chambara. Chained Heart by Ron Chambara. Silent grace in life, hid in your eye in eyes. I used to dream all night. Wasted tears weigh in my back from our love of lies I used to stay awake all nights. Chains in my heart, gaining weight before your eyes. Too heavy for me to bear, yet you see me suffer. So hard to withstand even a sight of your eyes. Chains in my heart so heavy I can't defy. You ponder these lines in your head. Alchemilia Volume 2. legendary fellowship that would be known in this day as the New Gods. The Fellowship, Chapter 1. The following pages tell the events that took place in the year 809 after the birth of our Christ, the Ascended One. The Fellowship consisted of 5 people: Francois, the Dominating One; Nilvan, the Endless One; Valtiel, the Enlightened One; Chimbara, the Tormented One; and there was the 5th one, she, who never aspired for the same greatness as the rest of the party, whose story bears no listeners, the Forgotten One. The Fellowship was formed to seek the older gods, who left humanity without guidance, without aid in the times of great peril. The great kingdoms were slowly rotting away, and the grand values mankind once aimed for were displaced by defiled principles and practices. Back then, there existed an ancient tomb to the ancient city of Mahab that worked as a hub for multiple different planes of existence. A place where a man could meet his maker. Those who would set their foot inside would end up in a forever-going turmoil of godly dimensions and planes of afterlife. It is here that the Fellowship would demand the rights of self-governing for mankind. Freedom to choose our own destiny and build the future we deserve. The Tale of Pocket Cat, Chapter 2. A children's fairy tale about Pocket Cat. The town of Merwood was in a festive mood. It was the beginning of the harvest season and the food was plentiful. Willem's mother and father were arranging a large party for all the big families of the town. Even some noble ones were supposed to show up from outside the town. Willem had to wear his Sunday suit, the suit you would typically wear when going to the church on Sundays. Needless to say, the suit wasn't to Willem's liking. Now, you know we need to make good impressions on the city folk, his mother would say. Why should I care, said Willem. Willem's mother would pull him by the ear violently and say, don't you understand our livelihood depends on those nobles and fancy? Willem shrugged it off and nodded. It is important to obey your parents after all if you are to grow up even somewhat decent and moral. It is even written on the book of our Lord, the Bible of Almer. The party guests started coming as the sun set. The festive people were of all kinds. You had the well-eaten mayor of the town with his wife who was so young she couldn't even have been more than 3 years older than Willem. You had the Parkinsons from the next door with their faces forever set on an expression of pure disgust. There were also many people Willem had never seen before, especially one gay gentleman with a constant grin on his face caught Willem's attention. The man also noticed young Willem. He winked his eye, even though otherwise his face was set on the same grin all of the time. The gentleman gave Willem jeepers creepers. As the full moon had risen to the highest and the festive people were at their most cocked, Willem noticed the gay gentleman gone. After a short search, he found the man from their backyard, howling at the moon. This already made young Willem very nervous, but when the man turned his gaze towards Willem, his eyes were the same as those 2 haunted yellow eyes Willem had seen in the Merwood forest a few days ago. Suddenly, Willem realized the size of the man. For some reason, he had not realized it before, but the man was almost the same height as their house. With a cat-like expression, the man would say, "Fancy meeting you here, young mister." The illustration on the book looks very lifelike. The pocket cat seems to stare straight at you from the book pages. The pocket cat would say, "So how do you think we should handle the situation now that you've seen something you shouldn't have?" "I won't say a thing. You can trust me." "Is that so? We need to have a common secret so that I can only trust you. Would you like that? Would you love that? Would you love me?" The pocket cat says as he puts his other hand in his pocket. The pocket cat says, "Well, let us not dwell on those matters. The night is festive. It is a full moon after all." While the cat, like man, stares at the moon, he also murmurs something. "Oh, the old one. My lullabies go on deaf ears. Humankind pursues the same goals persistently." The cat asks you one last question. "If I were to get to the moon itself to you, would you give up on your quest and lay with me here for tonight?" "Yes, I will give up on my quest." Or, "No, I'm afraid I can't do that." "That would make me happy. The moon would be thankful as well, naturally." The pocket cat says with great joy as he returns his voice. Natural Doctrine, Part 2. Book recounting the studies around the creation of life. This book is written by the new god Valtiel. For my starting point, I've set my aims to create a worker class being, similar to the clay figurines of ancient times. There is one clear flaw in the design of the clay figurines, however. They are seemingly eternal beings. Only as they get damaged over time do they eventually perish. I do not believe my creations, my children so to speak, should ever outlive me, their creator, their father. That is why I decided to create the life form from the very same fabric fragile humans were created from. Flesh. The silhouette of the form is very sturdy in order to carry on the working duties. It was able to combine existing matter into one, and the life form has gotten its shape already. The hairiness is a side product of mold. It doesn't serve any obvious purpose, but I suppose it could keep the form warm in colder climates as well. I was able to achieve this form rather easily in there. Doesn't seem to be any immediate flaws in its design either. Before going further with my studies, I decided to test different approaches as well besides organic matter. I decided to work in creating a mechanical life. Mechanical structures are far more simple than those created from flesh, so the figurine was ready in just a few years. The figurine is not strong enough for physical labor, nor do I need another one for the same purpose, so I repurposed them for my pastime pleasure. I have already achieved all this in a matter of a few days. I can only imagine what I'll be able to achieve with the eternity I have before me. Fall I apologize for you guys having to listen to that stupid sound effect while reading all that. There's something written here. I refuse. This cannot be the limits of my mind. I refuse. Definitely a lore dumping area, that's for sure. You can find the scroll of the Church of Healing. Fellowship Chapter 2 Original. Fellowship Chapter 2. The Fellowship found their way to the ancient tombs that would lead them to their confrontation with the Older Gods. The Fellowship persisted through the numerous hazards and dangers the Older Gods threw at them. Eventually, all 5 of them would reach the Golden Gates of Mahab, the very same gates Almer ascended from 800 years prior. It seemed like the Fellowship had bested all the challenges the gods laid for them, but at the most crucial moment, a seed of doubt was planted into the mind of the 5th one. The Forgotten One was a scholar of many arts and sciences, and as such, believed what was laid before eyes. The older gods would use them as to their advantage and create a grand lie. A lie about a grander scheme of things. A grand lie told of the way that the older gods directed the flow of mankind. That many had gone before the same trials as the Fellowship, yet nothing had changed for the better, for men as eons went by. This suspicion created a drift between the Fellowship. In the end, the other 4 members proceeded with the initial mission, trusting fate and glory that was just inches away from them. The Fellowship tore down the legacy of the old gods and created a new world order, an age where mankind decided their own fate, an age of growth and prosperity. The Fellowship became the new gods we know and love today. The Forgotten One was never again seen or heard. The 5th one simply disappeared in the dust of time. O Lord, give us soul stone. The embryo stumbles from the shadows. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's another one of those machines. Okay, so this brings you back out. marble. It seems to depict the world map, but some of these continents aren't known to you and to the rest of the civilized world. Okay, so it doesn't seem like I have any business there either. Harvestman gives you a gentle giggle. The Harvestman gently pets you. Jesus, I can't get my words out. Oh, okay. What arms? It doesn't even have arms. It cut them all off. Light is seeping from between the doorway cracks, but the door is sealed and will not budge. There are carvings that seem to depict gods entering the doorway, but a human being left outside. That's your interpretation, at least. There's also a shape of a king's crown on the door, suggesting a possible key. The whole city reeks rotten and the cold sun rays burn your skin. A trench coat. Interesting. The Tower of the Endless stands menacingly in front of you. God damn it. Damn, are all these crates just like that? The Beacon of the Depths is standing here. This room feels somewhat safe as these places in the dungeons can be. Alright, with that out of the way, I think that'll conclude part 3 of my Let's Play. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.